It was a small town and a different time back in 1975. Oil and gas exploration was growing, and with it came the business of capping and killing wild and out-of-control wells. Into this emerging industry stepped a pioneering man named Joe Bowden with a dream and a big idea to start a company called Wild Well Control.
In the mid-70s, when Joe created Wild Well Control, decided to go into the blowout business, it had to be a very bold move for not only Joe but his family. At the time, there was only one company, and that was a Red 8 Air Company, so going into competition in the 70s had to be a very difficult decision, but a right decision.
Wild Well has been in business for nearly 40 years. That's 4 decades of fighting some of the world's fiercest well fires, on land and at sea, all around the globe. In the early Wild Well days, Joe Bowden answered many middle-of-the-night calls, fires fought throughout the country and sometimes around the globe, working hard to get the major oil companies to take a bet on him. In those first days, Wild Well operated out of his living room, gradually moving to a few trailers for the expanding business, and finally to an actual office. Bowden bought a company car, a used bright yellow Oldsmobile, deciding that the color was the perfect shade for Wild Well's new company uniforms, uniforms that are still that same yellow hue today. Bowden's wife Mary worked the front office, and their young sons fought fires right next to their father. The competition was tough. Red Adair, the hotshot firefighter of the day, took a lot of the business on his name alone. Adair was the go-to guy. So Bowden just pushed harder. And over a few hard-fought years, people began to go to him. With the economic downturn in the late 70s and early 80s, competition got even tighter. So Wild Well dug in and kept busy by fabricating equipment for their own direct competitors. Wild Well was running a strong third in an industry where, unless you were number one, you might as well be 10th. 80s and into the 90s brought more business, more growth, and with that, more employees, capabilities, new offices, and an extensive global reach. Wild Well grew from being a quiet company in those early days, not seeking publicity nor disclosing clients, to one with a sound and loyal book of business. That unassailable foundation, started by Joe Bowden in 1975, has now carried on for 4 decades. Under his leadership, the early employees were the pioneers who wrote the script for those who follow in the industry today. That proud heritage serves us well. Today, leading oil and gas operators around the world rely on us.
Wild Well Control is a very, very unique company. Why do the clients call us? Simply put, it's the people. Joe Bowden said it, Pat Campbell said it. I continue to say that as well. It is the number one reason that we get repeat business from our clients globally is our people. Yes, we have technology, we have equipment, and those are widgets of our trade. But the number one reason we get calls, repeat business, is the people of this company, or the Wild Well group of companies.
No other company has successfully completed more jobs. 80% of all well control events worldwide and 85% of all well control events in the U.S. have been resolved by Wild Well Control. Globally, we have the most experienced team with onshore, offshore, and subsea services and capabilities. We offer a rapid response supported by staging of equipment in key locations globally. We have the most experienced personnel, and we have trained more of the industry's workforce than anyone else. And our senior well control specialists and engineers average more than 20 years in the field. We work in an industry that is always changing, but without a doubt, one that will always be demanding. And we are here to meet that demand with the same operating discipline, proud heritage, and dedication to our customers we've always had. Wild Well Control, for today, for the next 4 decades.